World Mental Health Day is on October 10th. Today on Healthy Living, we learn more about mental health and wellness, gut health, and benefits of omega-3s and the role they play in overall brain and gut health. Naturopathic Doctor Dr. Jacqui Fleury joins me with more. Good morning, Jacqui.
Good morning, Chantal.
Give us a little reminder again, what is omega-3s? Where can we find it in our food sources?
Omega-3 fatty acids are called essential fatty acids, and they're essential because we need to consume them in our diet or take them as a supplement. Our bodies do not produce them naturally, and they're essential because they are a key building block for our cell membrane. So if we don't have enough of them, then our cells don't function as well as they could.
Okay, which goes into why are omega-3s important when it comes to our mental health and wellness side?
The omega-3 fatty acids are so important because they are building blocks for our brain, they're building blocks for our nervous system. They help support a healthy gut lining. So if we don't have adequate amounts, then some of these functions, our nervous system, our digestive systems, don't work as well. And so when we're thinking about mental health and the health of our brain and the health of our overall nervous systems, it's really important to make sure that this aspect has been addressed or at least looked at, because I think it would help so many of the other things that we're doing for our mental health be that much more effective.
Okay, add in that extra supplement if needed, and maybe coming from food sources. Where can we find omega-3s?
Predominantly, it will come from fatty fish, so salmon and rainbow trout. We can get some of our omega-3s from plant sources, but really the most efficient way is to get it from fish. But as you know, on the prairies, especially as we head into the winter months, we're probably not eating much for fatty fish. So the next best way is through a supplement. And what I've learned more recently is that even just taking a supplement may not address that deficiency, because everybody's body is different, and depending on the other things that they're eating in their diet, if they're heavily weighted on nuts and seeds or vegetable oils, that will actually negatively impact the omega-3s that we have. So we need to make sure that the omega-6 is in balance with the omega-3s.
Okay.
And there is a really great way to know that, and that's to do a blood test.
Okay, so checking the levels, the ratios. How do we know then if someone is maybe deficient? You mentioned the blood test.
Absolutely. So when we have the ability to test the nutrients that we're supplementing or the nutrition that we're getting from our diets, to me, that is real evidence-based ways of dialing in our nutrition and our supplementation. So vitamin D is a good example. It's really important to make sure that the vitamin D that you're taking is enough and that it's not too much. And the same applies with omega-3s. There is a simple blood spot test that we can do that actually measures that omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. And as it turns out, the vast majority of the world population is out of balance. So this is something that we can test for and then positively impact by changing our supplementation and our diets.
Okay, then you know maybe how much to supplement when it comes to the omega-3 or some extra fish in your diet?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. And there are formulas that exist now per kilogram body weight, so this is a very dialed in science as opposed to just making general recommendations, because each one of our bodies are unique.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Jacqui, with our mental health and learning about omega-3s this morning?
I think that the takeaway is to make sure that you have some of the foundational aspects of your gut-brain connection dialed in, because it just helps everything else that you're doing to positively impact your mental health and your overall well-being. It just makes everything work that much better.
Well, World Mental Health Day is on October 10th. Great info this morning, Jacqui, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Chantal.